Once upon a time, there was a passionate young penguin named Tulip. She lived in a Spanish village, the same village where Turquoise, the protagonist of the last story, lived. She was a 20-year-old penguin who would start college soon. Tulip loved to write, so she decided to study creative writing at Spanish Village University. She was very excited, since she always thought that she was a skilled writer. In fact, Tulip expected to be a star student, since she has always been a hardcore perfectionist. Everything she did must be perfect. Tulip's confidence was smashed when she failed an assignment for the very first time. What? I got a 5? Tulip said, understandably devastated. She was used to get high grades in her schoolwork. Honey, what happened? Tulip's mom, Orchid, got into the room. I failed, Mom. I always thought I was a good writer, but now I realize that I am a complete failure, Tulip said sadly. No, honey, you're not a failure. Orchid tried to comfort her daughter. Yes, I am. Miss Crimson flunked me out, the young penguin said bitterly. Tulip's mom tried to talk sense to her daughter, but it was useless. Tulip got unconfident and anxious. It took to the point that she would cry every time she tried to do an assignment, since she was convinced that she would fail. She was a catastrophist penguin. It's useless. I'm a mess, and I always will, Tulip said, desperate. In her own mind, Tulip created a crown named the Catastrophe Crown. That mentioned crown gave Tulip the power to see the future, or that was what she thought. But she could only see bad things. It didn't matter how ridiculous and improbable her predictions were. Tulip would believe in them blindly. One day, Miss Crimson asked Tulip's class to write a book review. She got worried that she would fail again, so her crown showed her images of her failing and being mocked by a faceless crowd. You are a mess. You will always be a failure, said Tulip's own voice in her head. The young penguin locked herself in her room and cried. She was so stressed out that she took an impulsive decision. She was going to drop out the career. Tulip went to her mother's room because she wanted to tell her, Mom, do you think I need to study in order to become a writer? Tulip asked her mother. Huh? Why did you ask, sweetheart? Orchid asked disconcerted. Because I want to drop out the career. I can't do this anymore, she said gloomily. What? Why do you say that? I thought you loved creative writing, Tulip's mom said in a motherly tone. Of course I love it. It's the career of my dreams, Tulip said. Then, why do you want to drop out? Orchid asked her child. Because I have to do a book review. What if I fail again? Tulip said sadly. Tulip's crown started to shine brighter than ever. Mrs. Orchid was horrified to see what was happening to her daughter. She always knew that Tulip had a catastrophe crown, but she thought that she had to defeat it by herself. But now Orchid saw that must interfere. Tulip, listen to me. You won't drop out from college. Orchid took Tulip's shoulders and she looked her in the eye. What? Why not? Tulip asked confused. Because I won't let you quit the career of your dreams. You love it, Orchid said with determination. But I'm not. Tulip was going to say her catchphrase. What? You are not as good as you thought you were? Are you listening to yourself? You are so focused in one bad grade that you even created a catastrophic ground, Orchid said in desperation. A what? Tulip asked confused. A catastrophic ground, Orchid said. You think that you can see the future, but actually you can't. All those bad things you see are products of your mind. Products of my mind? Tulip said as she touched her head. What? What is this thing in my head? I didn't realize I was wearing this crown. That's because you believed blindly in your thoughts, Orchid said wisely. So, all this time, I was just being catastrophic? Tulip asked. Yes, you were, said Orchid sweetly. Oh, sardines! I feel so ridiculous right now. You were right, Mom, said Tulip with confidence. I shouldn't give up just because I think I will get a wrong review. That is the spirit, honey. And now, what are you going to do? Orchid asked her daughter. I will write that book review, and I will stay in the career. Tulip shouted enthusiastically. But what is more important, I will try to be a more rational penguin, so I won't be fooled so easily by my own intrusive thoughts. When Tulip said that, she removed her catastrophe crown. She realized that she only needed to question her own thoughts. Mom, look! I removed the crown! Tulip said cheerfully. I knew that someday you would, Orchid said sweetly. Tulip smiled to her mother, and then something happened. With her own mind, she created a new crown, the logical crown. It was a beautiful sunflower's crown. The young penguin was stunned by what she was seeing, stunned yet undeniably happy. This is a new crown? Tulip asked. Yes, honey, Orchid said wisely. Since you were able to face your own catastrophic thoughts, you created a logical crown. This means that I will never feel anxious again? Tulip asked hopefully. No, Tulip. Anxiety isn't something you can get rid of, but something that you can treat. Since today, this crown will help you to analyze your thoughts and think in solutions, Orchid said calmly. Great! Now, if you excuse me, I have a book review to do, Tulip said with determination. I will try. I have nothing to lose. 2 weeks later, Mom, I got the grade of my book review. I passed, Tulip said cheerfully. Good for you, Tulip. And you said that you were going to fail. Tulip's mom teased her a little. Yes, I can be very irrational sometimes. At least I'm finally able to notice that. Tulip said very proud of herself. That makes me glad, Tulip, Orchid said warmly. That is why I questioned you when you tried to give up. I challenged you because I love you. I love you too, Mom, Tulip said as she hugged her mother. The end.